What's up, Digi Nerds? We're coming to you with a Royal Knights deck list that just took first place at our locals. And it's your boy David, and we got Inferno working the camera today. I'm gonna just go over my list, just kind of show you what I'm kind of playing and that I think is really good. So we'll start with our eggs. Obviously, you play the King Drasil. If you've already know about this deck, you definitely play this. This is the only egg you need because it's, the only egg you can play in this deck. You essentially keep absorbing one of your eggs. You absorb all of your Royal Knights at the end of your turn, and you reduce the reduction for each card underneath the King Drasil, and you just get to play out all your Royal Knights for a reduced cost. Makes it super easy to play and make all of your Digimon really cheap. So after that, we got playing two Sister Mont Blancs. Love her. She's a level 3. She lets you get those little cheeky swings in. She's a cheap cost, and she allows you to just get something out of your hand and just draw 2, which is just really good. Next, this is kind of our little spice. We're playing the Pamumons. Hits a lot of decks this format, not every deck, and it's free play when you play it with the Leopardmon. You just do all your combos, and then at the end of your turn, you have the Leopardmon out, and then you play out the Pamumon for free, and then now your opponent can't play Digimon by effects. And then whenever you need to get rid of it, you can just swing it at security. All right, and we're playing 4 Omekamon as our level 4s. Just play, draw 1, really good, and then get your cheeky little swings in. He dies, and then you place another Digimon underneath your King Drasil, which is all you could really ever ask for. And if you survive, you just get another little cheeky swing in. Just so that you can eventually, make it, you can play your Omnimon a little bit faster. And then Sister Mont Sayel, we like her for a couple reasons. She does, she can do cheeky little swings. She's a little bit more expensive, kind of as expensive as the Omeka. She still gets you one in your hand, trashes the rest, and then you combo her with the Genkumon. If you got Genkumon, you summon your Omnimon for game. You just kind of play, and you got this in the trash. Genkumon will play Sister Mont Sayel from your trash, and now all of your Digimon, if for some reason you couldn't win the game, everything has reboots, and then everything comes back up after you swing. Really good. All right, and this is a little bit different than most decks. We're only running 3 of the Magnamon. Really good. Start of the game, play him for 2. And then when he leaves the field, he's a blocker, leaves the field, draw a card. Just gas. Play him at 3. And then the best searcher of the deck, gotta play him at 4. We are playing Dynasmon. Dynasmon, man, this card is so good. You play him out, get your search 4, draw 2, trash the rest, or grab 2 Royal Knights, and then if you play another Royal Knight, or while he's on the field, delete all of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Kind of crazy. It's a blanket board wipe for any 4 or lower. Then we're playing 3 Leopardmon, just for that crazy combo. Whenever you play another Digimon with him, all of your Digimon get blocker that are green or Royal Knight. So that's why he combos well with the Pamumon, because if you play him out from underneath the King Drasil when you're doing your Omnimon play, you then have Leopardmon. Leopardmon will allow you to play out the Pamumon for free, and then now everything also has blocker, which is why it combos well also with the Genku and the Sayel to give them reboot. And even at 4, you can, with your wide option, you can play them out. We'll get to that later, and get that play them out, and then you can even further reduce something by 4, even on top of your King Drasil. Kind of crazy. And then the man himself, we keep talking about him, Genkumon. He's a blocker, big blocker, great. Allows you to play something out from underneath your egg, and you still get its on play effect. So if something that you need to, that you've put underneath there, just really good. Or you can grab your Sister Monsale at the end of the game for that reboot, or even your, if you needed something, you could also grab your Blanc. Just a big boy blocker. And we got Jessamine. We're running him at 3. This is a little bit spicier. Most people run him at 2. I like him at 3 just because there's a lot of decks out there that are running the Psychmon, and if you can't get rid of the Psychmon, it's game over. Not even just Psychmon, just any other of the floodgates. Like if your opponent's running anything like Palmumon that you can't, not necessarily Palmumon, but like Pelomon or whatever, you can't play Digimon by effects, just any other floodgate, help you get rid of it, help you get rid of any other Digimon, and then adds 2,000 for every other Royal Knight on the board, so you can increase that even further. And then he gives all of your Royal Knights plus 1,000 for each one on the board. So he's really good, makes all of your guys even beefier than what they are. And we got Craniumon at 2. We just like Craniumon. He's just a big boy blocker, can't be affected by anything. And then he can force your opponent to swing. And then Alphamon, playing him at 2. Opponent's 10 cost or higher. Some of these decks, Alphamon, really lose to this effect. Can't really do anything. And then whenever he would leave the field, you can make him stay by removing the card underneath him. And just so even if the King Drasil tries to absorb him, you remove the card if it's still there, and you could potentially keep Alphamon. You just don't have that effect anymore that your opponent's 10 cost or higher can't attack. But he's already out there, he can get a cheap little swing out. Next, we got 2 of the new Gallantmon. This Gallantmon is nutty. He can reduce his play cost by himself for every 5 cards total in the trash. So further reduces his own play cost. He always has rush, and then on play and when attacking, just delete something of 6,000 or less, or 13,000 or more. And it's just really good. Get rid of some of those bigger guys, or get rid of the small guys that really hurt you. So potentially up to 2 removals in one turn. Then this guy, this is one of the MVPs of the deck, the BT13 Gallantmon with this raid. I mean, you can raid, you get your when attacking, delete something to 6,000 or less, and if nothing was deleted, trash the top card of security, and then you still get this. So he essentially checks twice if there's nothing deleted. It's ridiculous. This guy helps you push with, if you got him underneath, you can use Omnimon for 1 less cheaper, just because you don't have to worry about swinging that extra time because Gallantmon's got you covered. Then we're just running 1 Lord Knight. He's good. You're mostly running for a different name, and if you happen to need to get something out of the trash, just depending on the game, get something out of the trash, and whenever your opponent swings, just lose 1 memory for every Royal Knight you have. Gain 1 memory for every Royal Knight you have in play. Then Ulforce, he's really good. He's only good in certain matchups. He's really good in the what's that deck? The Black War deck, any of the War Gray decks, and against he's actually really good against Shine Gray and the Mirage, the Galgamon deck. Just strip those sources out from underneath them, and then if they don't have anything and you play another Royal Knight, you just bounce anything that doesn't have any Digievolution cards. Then Kintarasmon, really good late game if you got Marcus in your hand, because we are running, we'll get to that bit, but he gains you 3 memory back, and if you have a yellow source, you can reveal it, put it in, and essentially get security attack +1, put it in your security. I mean, it's really good. And then after level 7s, we are running the EX3 Examon. We like him better just because the new Examon, he's all right. I mean, you get his on play, but you're not really getting his other abilities for the most part. This one, whenever you bring him out, he kind of acts like the other, like Gallantmon. He will get to swing twice. You just swing him, he unsuspends, he suspends something, so if they got a blocker, he can't block anymore, and then he can swing again, and then suspend, and that's really good. And then the man himself, the reason why we're playing the deck. We are playing 4 of Omnimon. This guy's busted. Just being able to, on play, just delete something if you need to, that's huge. That has won me several games. Just being able to do that and then go into another one and then still play out another one from underneath the sources is really good. And that's how you pop your king Yggdrasil, get all your guys out there, and then just swing for game. They all have rush. It's ridiculous. And you get all their on play effects. So it's really good. Gas. And then off to our options. Obviously we're playing 4 of the Royal Knights of the Purge. This card can make or break you. You definitely want to see this as much as possible in your game. Whenever you play it, it allows you to draw one and then immediately put one of your Royal Knights underneath the your egg, and then goes into the battle area. And then for your King Yggdrasil, makes it a reduced cost for each one you have underneath it. So if you have all 3 of them, you're only essentially playing this for 3, which makes this really cheap. And then you delay it, you trash it, and then play out one of your Royal Knights from underneath your Digi-Egg, underneath your King. And it has rush, but it don't get its on-play effects. But you get all of their other effects, just not their on-play effects. So anything that's got a main effect or one attacking effect, you still get those effects. Or a your turn effect. All right, and then we love this card, Crimson Blaze. This card has won me so many games. Just being able to, further, we're playing a lot of red sources, as you've seen, and so we can delete all of our opponents level 6 or lower, so it helps us get rid of those floodgate Digimon when we can't reduce play cost, and then my opponent still can't play Digimon by effects. So this really helps in those matchups that really hurt this deck. And then lastly, we are playing 3 Marcus Daemon. Just again, another way of removal for those Digimon that we can't get rid of, those floodgates. And just, if he comes out of security, again, kills something, potentially one of the floodgates potentially, and now he's a memory setter. Also, he's another red source, so makes it even easier to use Crimson Blaze. All right, and that is all we have for this deck profile.
Hey guys, if you want to kind of see us do some combo videos of definitely specifically for this deck, has some very interesting combos and different. There's a whole bunch of different ways to play the deck because it has, as you kind of see, all the Royal Knights have their own really use versus in every scenario. So if you want to see the combo videos, like, subscribe, guys. Let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you're playing for BT13. We're going to be in this format for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
So let us know what you're playing here, and let us know what you want to see from us. But as far as I know, thank you so much for watching, guys. And Digi Nerds
out.